Hey guys, Ashley here, back from prom, and well, I'm here with a new video, and this is called Forgotten Media, Nights into Dreams comic. Now I'll pretty much tell you this. This was basically the first time I ever discovered the NiGHTS comic. I didn't discover them on my own, I basically just discovered by this video. And let's just say, I was actually surprised, but at the same time, I was intrigued. And eventually that led to the roller coaster of the NiGHTS comics you guys saw on my channel. Now without further ado, let us begin, shall we? Generations the past.
Yes, I got them in. I'm pretty surprised that you were able to record all those lines that fast. Boy, I tell you, this
guy.
Forgotten Media co-op episode is coming along much smoother than,
Meddling Man.
Sorry, I
2,
gotta
3,
go.
4.
Talk to you later,
Okay.
Luke.
Luke.
Welcome to another episode of Forgotten Media, where I dig up some stuff you may or may not have heard of.
Dig a tunnel is what we do.
Oh, right. When it comes to Sega and their franchises, the most popular one is obviously Sonic the Hedgehog.
Milk it.
But for everybody else that they've created in the past, they all get thrown down the gutter.
Yep.
Out of the sea of abandoned
NiGHTS!
Sega franchises, it feels like NiGHTS is the most recognizable one out of the bunch.
Yep.
And that series only had 2 games, NiGHTS into Dreams and NiGHTS Journey of Dreams.
Yay!
And no, I don't count Christmas Nights, because from what I've seen, it's just the first game, but with
No,
Christmas
it's just a
themes and a different story thrown in.
I
Feels
guess
more
it
like
would.
a special edition rather than a standalone
It's a
title.
special gift, I'd
But
say.
it is interesting. A series that has gained a good amount of fans, or people who remember it. The character has made numerous appearances in Sonic games.
Yep.
And yet Sega can't be bothered
I love
to
this
make them
joke. Hey boss, how about we make a game based off of NiGHTS? You know, bring back the series and make a NiGHTS 3. And Sega's response, what's a NiGHTS? Wonk. Okay,
NiGHTS game.
seriously
Now,
Sega,
we'll be
get to
covering
work
the
on
games,
that.
Since they're not that forgotten.
Okay, I gotta say this right now. Again, we need to bring NiGHTS back. And some people are definitely gonna try to probably make a game that basically does bring NiGHTS back to the fold or something. Which includes stories as well. Oh, sorry, I thought I heard something. And also, yeah, best to also make a remake of this comic. You basically should know why. And you can hear Zoe in the background, just ignore her.
Especially since the first game is available on Steam. But
Yay!
for this episode, we'll be taking a look at the
Yay!
comics based off of the first game. Yeah, bet you didn't know that there were comics based off of NiGHTS.
Yup.
That's right, the NiGHTS comics, made by Archie Comics, the same
Yup.
company that makes the Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man comics.
Ah, so Mega Man
The
was
NiGHTS
owned by
comic
Archie
began its
too.
run on February
Well, comics, that is.
1998 as a 3-issue miniseries. The story begins in the Dream Dimension, the magical dream
There needs to be
where the
more
evil
of these.
creature named Wiseman has
They had
planned
so
on
many
getting
good
into the
ideas,
real world,
but-
or the waking world as they call it, and
Yup.
sends Riala and NiGHTS to do his bidding. One day, NiGHTS rebels against Wiseman and steals the 2 red
Ain't my
ideas,
style.
magical orbs that Wiseman uses to open a portal to the waking world. To make
Only
sure
can be
that
opened in
Wiseman's
100
plans
years.
fail, he throws the orbs into the portal to the waking world while receiving a shard from the orbs that glues onto its chest. The orbs land in a small town where a local architect sees the 2 orbs crash to the ground, thus inspiring him to name the town Twin Seeds. Over
At least they didn't call it
the
Twin
Nighttopian
Balls.
creatures Nap and Snuzz search for the new dreamers that possess the idea's energy and help NiGHTS stop Wiseman from conquering the waking world.
Yep.
One weird thing about this comic is that they labeled NiGHTS as a male. When I saw NiGHTS for the first time, I always thought it was a female. But nope, it turns out
And the
NiGHTS is
NB
genderless,
structure
so it
is
could be either
strong
one.
in this, guys.
But for the sake of this episode and to avoid some confusion, I'm going to label NiGHTS as a male.
Pronouns.
So, the story out of the way, it's time for a cast call.
Yay!
NiGHTS is the mischievous civilian in Night Dimension, and a former henchman to Wiseman. Riala is Wiseman's most trusted henchman and despises
Not much on
NiGHTS
the
a lot for
personalities.
his actions. Wiseman himself is the mysterious evil creature that has
Who
big
used to be
plans for
human,
the
by
Night
the way,
Dimension
guys.
and the waking
Wiseman
world.
used to be human.
And then there's Nap and Snuzz, two Nightopia creatures that help the new dreamers in the night dimension.
Well,
In the
at
waking
least they're being a
world,
little
we have our
confident in
two
how they are in the
dreamers,
games.
Elliot, who wants to become the best basketball
Who is a
player,
wimp.
and Clarice, a girl who has a wonderful voice, but has stage fright and is scared of strict
I guess.
judgments. There's also Roger, Elliot's rival in basketball, and later becomes an assistant to Riala later on.
AKA his flesh
Since
body.
the story is an adaptation of
In the
Nights
waking
and
world.
Dreams, there are a lot of familiar locations, characters, and items taken straight from the game. It also goes a little
Except
more
it's a little off
in-depth
the
on
wall.
the game's story, since the game had a pretty basic story, but this one goes a little more in-depth, give it more grit and whatnot.
Give him more meat.
There's also a segment where Snuzz gets captured by Jackal, and is fused with a Nightmarian creature,
Yay,
creating
Jackal.
a fusion hybrid called Mepan, which looks
Meepian,
completely
it's
different
pronounced
than what I
Meepian.
see from the game. He sort of has a split personality of being good and evil, but they don't really show it that often, and that form doesn't last long anyway.
Yeah.
Also, some of the dialogue in the story sounds too much like something that Sonic the Hedgehog would say.
Well, this made
For doing an
by
adaptation in
Archie.
3 issues, the story can be fast at times. If
Yep.
this was a story told in 5 issues, then I'm sure they could have had more room to breathe.
Yep.
But overall, it's okay. Writing is okay, the artwork is okay, and it does a decent job in staying close to the source material.
Exactly.
The miniseries sold well, and it was enough to make another miniseries of Nights.
But no.
After Elliot and Clarice defeat Wiseman, Nights finds himself stuck in the waking world. At first, he likes exploring the new world, but he soon becomes unwelcome from the civilians, and later
By
starts
stupid
to slowly fade
writing.
away from being in the waking world too long. Now that wise guy is out of the picture,
Who became
Riala
the Green
crowns himself as
Panther?
the ruler of Nightmare Land, and plots his revenge against Nights.
Okay, I gotta get that creepy laugh out of the way.
Everywhere we look, Scoob, giggling green ghosts.
See?
Hey,
See what I mean?
a wine rack. Don't fire till you see the green of his eyes. Right. Fire!
What?
Yippee! Hooray!
I don't get.
Let's go, Scooby-Doo!
I was defeated by wine. Okay.
Is out of the picture.
Wise
Riala
guy.
crowns himself as
Okay.
the ruler of Nightmare Land, and plots
I'm
his
sorry,
revenge
I just
against
had to
Nights,
do
with
that.
Roger doing his bidding. So now it's up to Elliot and Clarice to rescue Nights and stop Riala before Nights fades away into nothing. Oh yeah, Ken Penders does the coloring in this miniseries.
Oh,
you
makes
know,
sense
that
now.
former Archie Sonic writer that caused a lot of drama back then.
My
Yeah,
guess it
now
must
he's
be
busy
the
doing his own
one
thing,
where
Laura
the
Sue
Sonic and
Chronicles,
Sally
or as I like to call
drama
it,
thing
the
go.
plagiarizing Sega-fied Star Trek knockoff project.
What?
The second series tries something new in creating a whole new story and expanding the Nights universe. And this was obviously made years before we got a proper sequel to Nights.
Yup.
Unfortunately, I haven't gotten around to playing the second Nights game myself, so don't expect any references or mentions of that game in this episode.
We get to see some familiar faces again, as well as some new ones. And, well, honestly, these new characters are not that interesting. The only one that I remember is Lieutenant O'Lawful, a member of Twin Siege Police Force who doesn't take crap from nobody.
Mhm.
The story kind of goes all over the place, because there's Nights being stuck in the real world, then there's something about people having strange dreams that is never explained, and then out of nowhere, there's a terrorist plot. Yes, there are freaking terrorists in this story that plan on blowing up the Twin Siege Tower because they don't like it. It would have been better if they explained that Riala was responsible for
Well, he is a dark fairy after
strange
all.
dreams and finding new recruits,
And Nights is
and
supposed to be a
comes across the
Cresselia.
terrorist group and convinces them to blow up the tower so that he can get his revenge.
Yeah, you see, that would make a little more sense. This guy pretty much brings the same thing that I just brought up. This would have actually worked if Riala actually had done just that. Continuing on.
The art style looks like crap in this second miniseries. At least the first one was okay. Most of the time it looks odd or very rough, and other times it looks like...
I'm sorry. Every time it happens.
I'm sorry, it's just... I can't keep a straight face from seeing that.
Well, anyway, that's about it for this story. It tries to do something new, but the story needs a rewrite and better artists.
Indeed.
Unlike the first miniseries, this one didn't do so well in selling copies, and thanks to that, it wasn't enough to continue the comics or make it into a monthly comic series. So after the sixth and final issue that was released in October of 1998, the Knights comics were cancelled and never seen again. The only time we would see elements of Knights in the Archie comics is from the Sonic the Hedgehog comics. There are very few cameos in the Sonic comics. In fact, I remember when Saffron B used to carry around a plush toy of a Knightopian at one point. The only time that Knights would make a physical return to Archie comics was in Worlds Unite, the second Sonic and Mega Man crossover that features a ton of different Sega and Capcom franchises, like Street Fighter, Alex Kidd, Beautiful Joe, Skies of Arcadia, Okame, and of course, Knights himself. Although
You should know that video.
Vector Man was featured in that crossover.
Vector Man.
Since the comics were never reprinted, they're usually rare and very expensive, ranging from $25 all the way to $50. So good luck trying to find all 6 of them. In conclusion, the Knights comics are a mixed bag. The first miniseries was okay, but the second miniseries wasn't that good. I would only recommend this for hardcore Knights fans, but if you're that interested in reading them, then I only suggest reading the first miniseries. Well, that wraps up this episode of Forgotten Media, so this is Melting Man 234 signing out.
Okay. So yeah. I hope you guys liked that video. I'll see you all later. Ciao, ciao.